Instead of saying you're a bastard, how do you look at your child and say you're a bastard? Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel, and my name is Ade. On this channel we talk about all things faith, family, fun, vlogs, beauty, whatever comes my way. And I know with time my own people will gather and my own crew will just keep subscribing. So with that being said, please subscribe, help me get to 1,000 before June 2021. Today I want to talk to you about some of the things we do subconsciously that affect our children. So today we are discussing things to say and not to say to children. Some of these things were actually done to us as children. Now we're adults, and it's like a subconscious thing. I'm not a therapist, I'm not a psychologist, I'm just a parent, and I work with children. So I'm just speaking from the things I'm seeing millennials do, and I'm wondering, okay, don't you think if your parents said blessings over you instead of curses, your life would be much more easier right now? And so the cycle is repeating itself. We have to be the people to break that cycle and make sure that we speak blessings as against curses. Yeah, it was done to you, and if you're being honest, you'll see that some of them still have effects on you today, like hardship. You want to go to some places, but because someone said something negative to you, even you now have self-limiting beliefs about these actions you want to take. And sometimes it's just spiritual. Some of us have had to fast, pray, get deliverance. So when we do the same thing to our children, I wonder, is Nigeria not hard enough? Is life not hard enough? I mean, I think it's not hard enough. Then you're putting negative words in the future of your children. Let's not just do it, because you know what it took you. You know how many hours you're praying daily. You know how you're fasting. You know how you're praying, and then you're saying some negative things to children. It is not just okay on any level. You should not curse your children. You should not speak negative things on your children's life, on your children's future, no matter how they provoke you. They are children, you are the adults. Look, there are things that we could have done when they were younger. If you've missed it and now they are frustrating you, don't take it out on them, because when they grow up and these things begin to have effect, you're still the same person that will be running from pillar to post, from church to church, from mountain to mountain, looking for prayers to check the curses that you laid on your children. The best thing is to just stop it now and start speaking blessings on your children from today. Like I said, if you live in Nigeria, you will know that if you think life is hard in wherever location you are, you should try living in Nigeria. Raise it to 100. Now imagine if this is an environment where people thrive normally and people just grow normally. People don't just grow in Nigeria. It takes hard work, prayer, dedication, a lot of fasting and praying. If you come from very humble beginnings, you will understand what I'm saying if you've had a breakthrough. So why do you want to set up your children against their own destiny and testimonies as they grow up? I think we should consciously catch ourselves. As a parent, I told myself I will never speak a word of curse on my children. So instead of saying you're stupid, say you will get this thing. Instead of saying you're a bastard, how do you look at your child and say you're a bastard? No, say you're a child of God. When you are provoked to say something to your children, please refrain from saying evil things to your children and bless them instead. Some of us by default just tell our children, you're mad, and then our children begin to have madness tendencies. We begin to worry, why is this child behaving like a crazy person? Because you keep telling your child you're mad. So we need to stop it and start blessing them instead. Tell your children they are blessed and they are going out and they are coming in. Tell them their way is made plain, that no obstacle will stand in their way. You know, speak life into them and learn how to make it a daily habit. Because if it is not something you're used to, it will take some practice. So catch yourself, maybe before they leave for school in the morning or before you leave, just put your hands on them and say, today your day is blessed. There will be no hindrance in your day. There will be no obstacle in your day. Your day is glorious. You will come back with testimonies in Jesus' name. And please, even if you have issues with their dad or their mom, it has something to do with the child. That's the thing, we miss it. We keep thinking this person did bad to me, I'm going to take out the frustration on the child. when that child could be the thing that will save you, then you're now causing the child. You look at your destiny, like your father has said, look at your, it's just funny when I hear people say that to their children and curse at their children because they have an issue with their parent. It shouldn't be so. This child is a gift from God given to you. Many people don't have this gift that you have. Many people will pay any amount to have this gift that you have. Many people will steal. People do it, and you have yours for free. You have yours easily, and you're not taking care of it. I think we should be careful the way we talk to our children. I know we love our children and we think that these things mean absolutely nothing, but it does. We need to catch ourselves. If you keep doing it, what you're doing is sowing seeds of pain and painful memories. When they remember you, they remember the evil words you spoke over their lives. Don't do it. You also want to have a good relationship with your children when you grow up. Don't sow these seeds of painful memories into their lives by speaking these evil words to them. And when you keep sowing these seeds, your child will now harbor resentment in their heart towards you. It's definitely going to affect how you treat each other in the future. And the one that's funny to me is when parents yell at their children. You know what I see and what the child sees? It is that parent is all talks and no actions. Look, if you want your child to behave a certain way, you have to model it. You have to show your child. For instance, I will complain that my daughter doesn't read. Am I reading? If my child doesn't see me read, it's not a culture in my home. So why do you want your child to breed something that is not a culture in your home? You have to start it. You are the parent. You are the one that should lead by example. Live by example. It is do as I do, not do as I say. In Nigeria, they want us to just do as I say. And if you are not doing as I say, slap will follow it. We'll just be following it. No, it is do as I do. So when you're yelling, save yourself the horror of yelling on your children and just live by example. If you want your children to go to bed on time, some parents say, oh, my child will watch television till 1 a.m. What are you doing up to 1 a.m.? Why is there no light out rule in your house? Put the rules in place. You will see that your children will follow. Live by those examples. You wouldn't even need to shout, not to talk of now cursing your children. You will not just open your mouth at the first instance to start cursing. You first of all abuse, yell, then the thing, it graduates. If it has been done to you, you will understand the graduation. You will first of all yell. After yelling, you will shout, yell, put some drama, abuse, then begin to curse. So don't even let it graduate to that level. And another thing parents don't understand is when you whisper is actually more powerful than yelling. Children actually, when I was young, I used to do it to my mom. I would go and poke my mom and say, pata pata, she will yell, pata pata, she will beat us, pata pata, she will do this, and we will get the exact reaction from her. Or my dad was quiet, so it was very hard to predict. So we were more even afraid of my dad that was quiet than my mom that would just yell at us and all that. So children know when to get a reaction from you. They have your move button. They know what you react to. They know what you say. They know when you mean it. They know when you don't mean it. And most times we don't mean these things. When you see an angry adult looking at their children and cursing, they actually see themselves in their children. Two things: they actually see themselves frustrating their own parents and they are saying, you will not do it to me, or they just see themselves in their children. They see the mistakes they've made in their children. I'm going to talk about this in my next video, how it's just a waste of time trying to advise younger people. Let them live their life, because when people advise you to, you did not listen. You should advise, but don't tell them to live your life. You have had your own chance. You can't replicate it in your children. They will rebel against you. You can guide, you can talk to them, but you think that the advice you are giving, they should follow it. Don't expect children advice, but they're not going to follow them because you said you don't follow. So don't yell. Bless your children. Speak words of affirmation over their lives. Bless them. Set their future straight by speaking words that will work for them in the future. You should bless them. So these are the kind of things you should say as a parent when they provoke you. Say to them, in the name of Jesus, I rebuke that spirit of provocation from you. When they are acting enraged, let me tell you, the quickest way to break an enraged child is to call their name quietly and give them a hug. 18:21 says, life and death and the power of the tongue, and those who love it will eat its fruit. So you can speak life into your children, you can speak death into their destinies. It's your choice basically if you want to speak life over your children or you want to speak death over their lives. But I know that no parent in their right mind will say, well, I want to speak death over my child today. You know, you should learn how not to say evil things to your children. It will haunt your future. Remember this video, the Aditutu told us so. So if you have children, see them as gifts. It's just worrisome, and the way we're carrying on the way our parents did, we need to break the cycle. We need to be the generation that brings the blessing and not the curses. And I hope that you have learned something from this video, that you shouldn't speak evil to your children. I've seen children become mentally abused in the name of the father or the mother couldn't hold their mouth. Many times I think it's even the mom. Some dads are terrible at this, and the moms as well. Irrespective of the gender of the parent, it shouldn't be done. Try it. Speak positive things to your children. You'll begin to see it, and instead of yelling at the things you're not seeing, you start to act it. If you want your children to eat more fruit, you eat more fruit. If you want them to eat vegetable, you eat vegetable. If you want them to eat fruit, you eat fruit. If not, you're just going to be yelling for nothing. If you want them to study, you want your children to actually study, you study. Let them see you study. Don't be pressing your phone and then tell your children, go read your book. You're deceiving yourself. Don't do that. You're just deceiving yourself. Bottom line, is not okay to tell our children to go and do something we are not willing to model. We are the parents. Being a parent is not fun. Your children are not your friends. Some people say my children are my best friend. While they are young, they are for you to train. You have to show them the way, and it's a hard job. Well, when you people are growing up, you can be doing friendship, but while they are young, that friendship thing for me is just, it's funny because many people say my children are my friend, therefore I don't know how to correct them. No, you have to. So don't yell, don't let it graduate to curses. Speak a blessing. Speak a blessing. And I hope this video has blessed you today. If it has, please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share my video. See you soon. Love and light. Be addicted to. Peace.